Working in unison with experienced, accomplished, and knowledgeable realtors helps us deliver the perfect product to our clients. When you're buying a home, choosing the right team is everything. This is Realtor Spotlight. Welcome back to Realtor Spotlight from the Turk's Head building. I'm Zachary Levake with Home Point Financial. Today I have Pete Dufresne from Keller Williams Realty being featured on Realtor Spotlight, so welcome.
Thanks, Zach. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So Pete, tell me a little bit about the firm. I know you work for Keller Williams, why you initially chose to work with Keller and when you started with them.
Yeah, so I started with Keller Williams about 10 years ago. I chose Keller Williams because they're a great company. They're always behind you as far as training and continually growing and learning and making sure that you're on top of the industry to make sure you know what's going on.
Yeah, and in real estate, finance as well, in our space, things seem to change almost daily. So
Absolutely.
Having that backing from a company that has a focus on that keeps you prepared and also keeps your clients prepared.
Yep.
Because you're taking them through the process. Pete, this is a fun question because the answers always differ. What initially got you into real estate when you started?
I basically got into the industry because I wanted to own rental property. And the more that I got immersed in looking at the rental properties and going to see them and conversing with the other realtors, I realized how much I liked the industry. And I got my license and was able to help other people with that same dream as far as owning rental property and owning their own home and basically just getting security for their family in the future.
Yeah, and I think people that are in our space, real estate and finance, realize quickly how much of a difference you make in somebody's life, especially when you help, coordinate an efficient transaction. It changes people's lives, and it's, until you're in that, you don't realize how important it is.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and it also helps. Not all the transactions end up great. Sometimes we find things during a walkthrough or an inspection that we advise our clients, hey, this is not the one for you.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing for them. So that's what we try to do, is just guide them as best we can through the whole entire process.
Absolutely. So Pete, if you had to choose your strong suit, whether it be buyers or sellers, or geographically, I know Rhode Island's not a huge state, what would you say you really like to operate?
My main focus is sellers. I like helping with the selling process, and I also have a great team behind me. So not only can I just help sellers, I also have a team that can help with the buyers as well.
Okay.
So we can really encompass the whole entire industry as far as buyers, sellers, investors.
Yeah, and it's kind of good not to, you want to do everything. Obviously your team does, but it's good to really concentrate on one side because you have more experience rather than going back and forth. And I think, you have over 10 years experience. I'm sure that shows to your clients as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Pete, I know you've been working with Home Point for a little while. You're working with Matt Resnick, one of our best originators here. Talk a little bit about what your experience has been like working with Matt and Home Point as a whole.
Matt's been great. He's always on top of his game, always communicating to make sure that we know exactly where we are in the process and if there's any hurdles that we should worry about along the process.
Yeah, and from what I'm getting from a lot of other realtors, when realtors are talking about a transaction, what's most important to them is transparency and honesty, because things can change, and whether it's appraisal, title, issues can come up, and the best originators, the best companies, the best real estate agents tackle those issues right away and inform everybody to see if they can get through those hurdles. And I think it makes for a better transaction, and it seems like that's what you're experiencing with us.
Absolutely, the transparency is very, very important, and Home Point's always been great. Anytime I have a problem, call you guys, and you're always on top of it.
Great to hear. So Pete, there's only a couple major boards of realtors in the state, Northern Board being one of them. First of all, congratulations, recently named president of Northern Board of Realtors. Talk a little bit about what that position really means and how you're able to utilize that to maybe help others in this space.
Yeah, so being the board president, it's has some responsibilities to it, which I'm willing to take on. But overall, I get to help other agents that maybe were in my position previously, help them get more confidence in what they're doing, get them to do more business, mentor them, and help them, guide them along the path.
Yeah, and you're pretty young in real estate. I know you've been doing it for a while. I don't want to say too young, over 10 years. But I would think that a lot of the younger realtors or the newer realtors look up to you as somebody who was able to accomplish something at a young age. And obviously you're still growing every day. So I'm sure that helps you mentor a lot of these realtors.
Yeah, I hope I can help motivate some other people to be their mentor and to guide them along the process to be better at their business, basically.
Yeah. Pete, thanks again for joining us on Realtor Spotlight.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to see you again. you know, our goal here really is to show everybody who is out there as far as realtors, who's performing, who has experience, because when you're buying or selling a house, that decision is very important, who you choose to work with. As always, Realtor Spotlight every other Friday from the Turk's Head building. Zachary from Home Point Financial. Stay tuned. Thank you.